Hi, how are you all doing? I know that you're all on mute, but I can see you and hello, hi. So before we start, I just want to introduce ourselves. My name is Manur and I'm a digital marketing specialist here. And I will be presenting along with Heather, who is my customer success specialist. And you guys will be seeing him later because he's going to be giving everybody a demo. But before that, I will be talking a little bit about the tool and then we'll dive right in. Let's start. So the topic of our webinar today is how to basically increase your productivity by utilizing ContentStudio's scheduling options smartly. So I'm going to briefly go over what we're going to talk about. So I'm going to touch on the popularity of social media and then talk a little bit about optimizing your social media strategy. And then we'll dive into the life of a social media manager so that you guys have a very clear picture of what the scheduler can do to help you increase your productivity. And then at the end, we will be giving you a tour. It will be given by Heather, and he's going to show you exactly how to use all of those scheduling options. And at the end of the session, we're going to have a Q&A session, and you guys can ask all of your questions. So let's talk about social media. We all know that social media is booming and everybody has shifted towards using social media, especially after coronavirus popped in. Everybody, like consumers and brands even that weren't using social media before, have shifted online. So, you know, we've got online, we already had e-commerce, but now we've got social commerce. People shifted to work from home. It's been a great time for social media. So that means that you're going to have to want to take advantage of that. And we all know how busy it can get for anybody who is managing social media because you've got a lot to do, right? And so we all know that time management is key. So you have to make sure that whatever you're posting, whatever you're creating has to go out on time because social media trends change like this, right? We all know that. So you have to make sure that you have to, you know, fit in everything at the right time and make the perfect product as well. And it's in a research, it was found that 40% of your productivity is affected when you're multitasking. So, you know, that's a great number. And you can actually use that number to put into something that can benefit you. So moving on to how to actually optimize your social media strategy. First of all, everybody knows that quality content is what you need, right? Everybody needs great quality content. But if you're not distributing it properly, then there's no point in having that quality of content, right? So when you create good content, then you want people to see it. Your targeted audience, you want to reach out to them so that everybody can actually consume your content, right? Even if you've got great quality content and you've got your ideal distribution, you cannot forget connection. You have to connect with your audience because now it's all about building that customer relationship, building that trust, that loyalty, and that is exactly what will lead to an increased market value, right? So what exactly can you do to make good content and reach out to the right audience and connect with them? So every business has different kinds of needs, right? So that depends on what your business is. But ideally, what people like to do is they like to create a mix of content because it can get quite boring to keep looking at an image or a video if a page keeps posting videos or images. So what you can do is you can actually follow the 80/20 rule. And that states that 80% of your content should be original content. So that can be anything from educational to informational content. That could be images, videos, helpful tips, quotes, or motivational things, anything that helps your audience, and they will consume it happily, right? And the next part of that, the 20% part, that's where you will show your audience your promotional content. That's where you get to be like, I'm the best. and you guys have to buy my product. But you can make this interesting as well by, engaging your audience, maybe putting in some amazing fun call to actions or getting a poll to get everybody to vote. Right, so now let's move on to the problem. So what exactly is the problem that social media managers or marketers, or maybe if you're a business owner and you're handling your own social media, you're facing? That's basically the inability to perform your best due to multiple tasks under a lot of time restraints. Because like I discussed, you need to send out the best content. You need to send out that content at the best time. And then you also need to make sure that you're engaging with your audience. You need to make sure they're engaging with your content, and everything needs to be in a seamless flow. So how can you fix that problem? Well, that's what social media's multiple scheduling options are here for. So to make this more understandable, I'll be diving into the life of a social media manager. Basically, a social media manager has a lot on their plate. And these are just a few of the things that a social media manager has to do, all the way from ideation to planning, creating, analyzing, engaging with your audience. This is just a little bit. This is like a little bit of their time that they have to put into it, all their work. So imagine, though, that half of this has been handled for you. You don't have to do half of the tasks here. So that's what Content Studio Scheduler will do for you. It takes care of your posting, it takes care of your scheduling, and it can also take care of your planning. And you might be wondering, how is that? This planning is not like the Content Studio content calendar or planner. This is a little bit different. This is the planning that comes along with the scheduler. So we've got two amazing options that you can choose depending on either your social media platforms that you're posting to or the kind of content you're sending out to your audience. So you can actually organize, either weekly or monthly, or you can have a topic-wise organization. So we're going to talk about that in detail further in the slides. But for now, we've also got experimenting handled for you. And you must be wondering why. Well, we've also got a little bit of analyze handled because all of the content that the analyze section monitors. Let me just, admit everybody here. Okay, so our analyze feature also helps give you the best recommended time to post. So you can actually experiment with your content, see which content you should be posting when your audience is most active, whether you want promotional material to go out then, or you want something to engage with your audience. So when half of these things are, under control, then you've got extra time to put on other things, such as researching for your content, right? You want relevant content to send out to your audience. You've got more time because you don't have to sit and post, schedule, plan, because all of that has been taken care of for you. So moving on to a little bit of a summary of how Content Studio Scheduler can help you boost your productivity. Number one, it cuts down time. So you can actually prioritize other tasks like planning and content curation. You've got a lot of time on your hands. And in terms of scheduling, it lifts a responsibility from you, right? Because you don't have to sit and schedule content at 4 a.m. in the night. You don't have to set an alarm multiple times and then wake up with bloodshot eyes. It's all been taken care of for you. And then you also don't have to worry about repeat posting for campaigns because, once you set a post to repeat, you don't have to worry about that anymore. You can work on your future campaigns. Then we've got the fact that you can actually work ahead of time. So you can create monthly or weekly posting schedules. So you've got an organized piece of content flowing onto your audience. Then we also got collective stats that'll help decide what the best time to post is. And the most interesting thing is that you can organize your work. So I was talking about that previously. And what it means is that I can actually create strategic targeted posting for my audience, which means I can prioritize my work. I can organize it based on the kind of content or topics that I'm sending out to my audience. So for example, see, this is a calendar. right? So I've got SEO posts going out on Monday. I've got Tuesday with content marketing. Then we've got graphic designing posts on Wednesday. And then we've got funny memes on Thursdays and Mondays. So you don't have to worry about posting similar posts because everything has been so seamlessly handled for you. And it gives you a very nice overview of the calendar as well. When you look at it, you know exactly what's going out when. So these are the 5 awesome scheduling options that we've got. Apart from the publish now, which is just a click of a button, we've got the schedule, we've got add to queue, add to content category, repeat posts, and recommended best time to post. Right, so Heather will give us a little bit of a tour. Let me just.
Hi guys, my name is Heather and I work alongside with Mario. Thank you so much for all the introduction and going through all the details. So I'm going to go ahead and start off with the presentation. And just to answer a quick question over here from Jürgen, currently the social cues are just available for the social accounts and not for the WordPress. So yeah, that's we're going to be working on that later on. So moving on, I'm just going to go ahead and start off with the platform. Let me know once you got it. Okay. So yeah, welcome to the people who have just joined in. And I was just about to basically go on to the scheduling options that we've just discussed. And for that, we are just going to go into the composer. And this is one of our test workspaces. All right, so essentially, there are like tons of features available on the social media post composer over here, as you can see. But we're primarily going to be focused on what the scheduling options that we've got over here. So for that, obviously, the first thing that we've got over here right now is post now. And that is for essentially just like creating a post right now on the go. This could be done also in a number of ways. We've got a Chrome extension for that as well. So let's just say I am about to like create a post, and all right, we're just going to go ahead with one of the options over here. All right, and going to give it a catchy caption as well. And this not only just allows us to like create a post right there and then, it also allows us to like use the hashtags that are generated right there in the composer. So, and basically it's going to look up on the web and provide us with the suggested hashtags pertaining to the word meme, and also going to provide us with the related other hashtags. To believe that the internet is a bit yeah, I have. All right, apologies for that. So essentially it will generate suggested hashtags for you, which can also be saved from a number of places, from the influencers, or you could create your own list of hashtags that you have over there. So these are some of the ones that we have created for marketing, digital agencies, and web designing and stuff like that. And to use the hashtag, there are a number of ways how you can use it. You could just like place random hashtags, or you could replace the words if they're the same as the hashtag. So essentially, if I've got a word that says memes over there, it's just going to be generated into a hashtag over there. The second option that we've got over here is the schedule. And so posting now, you can simply select the social accounts right on the top and how they're basically going to look like once they're posted right there on the preview section, and how essentially they're going to look like on a mobile device or on desktop. As you can see over here, Pinterest and Instagram as well. You can customize content for each channel as well. If you need to, like basically, obviously Twitter has a lesser character limit, so you can essentially like have a different caption for that one and a different one for the other accounts over there. Scheduling is now what we've done recently is that we have gone through the analyze section and integrate that with our composer, and this lets us see the best times for us to post. And these are essentially based on our publishing behavior and the engagement of the users that we've got there on our pages like Facebook and Instagram, LinkedIn. So as you can see over here right now, for all the connected accounts over here is providing me an aggregate score. And currently, this one's got the most highest rating. It's got the 5 stars. And if I select that, that will be my scheduled time. And yep, there, yeah. And we've got also a built-in editor. If the image does not fit any requirements for any particular social account, you could just like edit it right there for yourself. Right. All right. I do understand that the cropping wasn't that great, but you get the idea, like how it's supposed to be done. And just by a click of a button, you can figure that out real quick. So the other options that are schedule based are the content categories that we that essentially allow you to like bulk post in a way that you've got a certain category, and you understand that people who are watching you and following you are going to be basically interacting with you on different days and times over there. So using that information, like the suggested times and all that, and from the analyze section, which actually provides you a whole lot of other detail, you can set it up according to the sort of post that you're about to send. So for an example, you create your own persona, you take an image over there, and then you understand that there's a certain time that you actually post your personal things over there. And then you've got certain things that are supposed to like go out on a certain date and time, like product updates, promotional sales campaign, and all that. And how you can devise that to your benefit is real simple. For that, I'm just going to exit the composer real quick and show you how that's done. So you go into the content categories over here. You can see that these are the ones that we have set up, and these are the allotted slots for each of these categories that we have set up for ourselves, and they've got their certain social accounts associated with them. So to start that off, that's real easy. Just hit this option over here, add new category. You provide it a name. So for this one, let's just say personal time, perhaps. And for this, you can select the account that it's supposed to like go out on. And all right, so. And you can see that there's another option over here that says global category. And what that means is that if you've got more than one workspace, this category that you're setting it up right now will be effective on all of those. So this is like real good for the things that are actually supposed to like go out on all across your workspaces, essentially like some announcement or something that you're supposed to like send out over there. All right. So actually, I'm just actually admitting more people as they come in. So I'm setting up one for personal time right now, and these are just 2 accounts that I have selected for that category. And the next thing that you're supposed to do is you have to like allot a time slot to this category that you just set up. All right, that's the one, and probably gonna select Saturdays and Sundays for that. And just spitballing right now. So I've just created one slot for it right now over here. That's going out on 8 p.m. And now what you need to do is you just got to go back onto your dashboard, or you could just like go onto your these controls on the top. Yeah. All right. So that's the composer. And once you do select personal time over here, it's automatically going to select those accounts over there, and it's going to tell you that when your post is actually going to go out once you schedule it. And for that, you could select any image and all right, and hit this option. And of course, if any of your posts need approval from the rest of the team members, you can set that up as well. So, and there are different roles for the team members, as you can see over here. I'm just going to select All right, going out for the review, and it's now you have to basically just forget about it, that what was the best time for that and all that, because you've already got that information from the analyze and the suggested times that you've got there for yourself. The other option that you see in the list over there is adding to the queue. And what that essentially means is that each one of your social accounts can be adjusted in a manner that they've got their own social queues. And you can devise it in a manner you find best for yourself. And that's, of course, based on the engagement scores and the active hours of the users, that kind of thing. So you see, these are all our Facebook pages and groups, Twitter profiles, LinkedIn profiles and pages, Pinterest profile and boards, Tumblr profile, Instagram business profile, and all that. All right, so you get the gist that you've got all the accounts in here in one place, and you can see that each one of them have got this option over here that says change queue schedule. And what that means is that you can essentially like set up a queue schedule over there that you think is has all these hours and days that you think are most engaging hours and days. So perhaps you could like switch it off for certain days that you think you do not get enough traction from your users. And what you do essentially after that is that you go onto your composer, and whatever post you're composing, it's essentially going to go out on each of your accounts. But the trick is that it's actually going to go out on different timings. So as you can see over here, the note says over here that there will be a separate post for each social account according to the next time slot available in their respective accounts queue. And this basically lets you take care of the timings that are best for you. And the purpose is not to worry about the timings and all that, because that's already taken care of for yourself. The next thing we've got over here is the draft, that you can save it in a draft. And on this right-hand side on the panel, there are a couple of things that you can actually play around with. I'm not going to go into too much detail for that. Like you can actually use this tool to like find content for yourself. There are like tons of places where you can like find stuff like articles, videos, and Twitter imager, and you can actually connect your Pocket account as well. Let me keep on adding people in here. I'm really sorry for the interruption, guys. All right. And the rest of the things that you can actually do on this composer is that you can actually have like a real conversation with your teammates. You can create tasks for them. You can actually tag people in there, and this actually keeps a track of all the things that are going on over here on the post. And you can also like have a conversation, not just the tasks, which can be but you can also actually have a conversation where you can tag files, you can add emojis, you can have PDF files, Excel files, and all that. And the activities bar over here just keeps a track of everything that goes on over here. So the super admins can essentially be privy of all the things that are going on over there. So there are the other options that you could use to your benefit are making sure that your work process is much more organized in a manner that you could have certain team members take care of certain things. You can assign those conversation or posts to a certain individual or more than one person as well. And you could also like keep on adding your posts in a certain campaign. This makes more sense if you've got like a sales campaign going on or a promotional campaign, and you could like add a campaign. And then you can actually review your strategy by going on to them in the planner section, where you can actually review all those options and see how well you did or how well you didn't do. That's all basically there for you to see how efficiently you control your work. And of course, you've got the option to like apply labels. And this lets you basically figure out what's going on right there and then, because the labels, they've got their these colors that they can actually be like really visible in the planner section that lets you know where the things are, apart from the other tons of filters that we've got over there. So you guys essentially get the idea, like how easy it is to basically like take care of all your publishing behavior that's going on over there. And everything is there in front of you, and you don't really need to like toggle between different screens to figure out what's going on over there, because we've actually applied all the things available to you right there and then. And the other options that you can actually pair around with are the link shorteners, because any post that you make right now, let's give you a quick example right now, would be to use this tool over here. And the first thing that you're going to see is that the link gets shortened. It's like a built-in link shortener over there. And you can also like have different captions for it. And this is something that we are not going to discuss today, because this is a whole lot of another can of worms, to say the least, because to give you a brief idea, this is essentially paraphrases all your content in different ways you can choose to like post it for yourself. Like you've got a tweet type, it's suitable for Twitter, of course. The listicle type is for different other social accounts, and this one's more suitable for Facebook, and that's how essentially it works. But the other thing that you can actually use right away is the change variation option. You can use that to choose the most effective phrase from the article that you're about to share, and whatever you share provides you with suggested hashtags as well, right there. And you've got other options to include for the social accounts, include like adding a first comment. That's like the most commonly used tactic for all the Instagram users out there. And add threaded tweets. This lets you create like a list of tweets under one tweet over there, and it can go up to like 20 tweets. So you can essentially create like a longer tweet right there and then, instead of like going through the old process of replying underneath that tweet yourself. So that's essentially pretty much the whole gist of the scheduling and organizing part of the platform that we've got over here. And yeah, repeating posts, yeah, we can essentially do that. That's also possible over there. Go ahead. Yeah, can you guys see the screen on your end? All right, perfect. So repeat posts are easy, and you could do that for essentially any post over there. Even you can duplicate your posts, and you can actually set them up on different intervals based on hours, days, weeks, and months. That's the option right there. And this could be used for a number of things. Some promotional thing that you're having, you could turn that on. As you can see, you've got the repetition and the intervals available. You can set them according to your needs, and make sure you also have your captions changed according to each posting over there, because repeated posts, they basically get marked for spam, and they actually get hidden underneath the other posts out there. So that's why we tend to like use the generate caption option and change variation options for that. And that gives you like a whole lot of edge not to share the same thing over and over again. And we of course have other automation recipes to deal with those things as well. So any other questions? Let me get back to that.
So yes, the webinar is kind of over. The demonstration part of the webinar is over. We are now open to questions. So if you guys have any, you can pop them into the chat, and we'd be really happy to answer them for you. We've got our tech support sitting there as well. So he'll be answering questions for you. Yes, we were actually recording this, so we will be sending out replays, and we might be putting this up on YouTube as well.
All right. I don't see a way to save a hashtag list that I can choose to. Right, that's fairly simple. And for that, all that you need to do is just go on to your miscellaneous option down here, and you can create your own lists with your own hashtags, and it's easy to do so. And then yeah, you just give it a name, then you add your hashtags down here. Yep. And then you of course got the option of just place those, or you could replace them with a more with a hashtag. Like the caption words can basically be replaced with the hashtags down there. Okay, I have been adding content category, however, the posts aren't loading further than February in the calendar. Is there a reason? We will have to have a look into that, Shannon. Yeah, you could just send us a quick text on the chat, and I'll personally have a look into that and see what the reason might be, because there's no such limitation for that. You can actually keep on adding your content down there as long as you've got the slots set up for it. LinkedIn does not tagging. Yeah, tagging is yeah, it's basically something that we are actually working towards. It's not available at the moment. Yeah, repeating posts in Twitter is not allowed because there's a reason for that, because why, they've got their own retweet option, and if you like keep on repeating the same tweet over and over again individually, it's basically going to just get marked as a spam post over there. So they've got their own TOS, and you have to basically comply with that. And there's a reason you can't actually connect select two Twitter accounts at the same time when you're composing a post from the composer over there. Do you have any offer on lifetime deals for Content Studio? Nick, I'll get back to you personally on that. Essentially, we no longer offer any lifetime deals ourselves, but we do have affiliate members who have certain lifetime licenses that they can offer to their to the people of their choice, essentially, to marketing agencies and all that. Tagging for Instagram does work in a sense. It is not allowed by the API at the moment, but it works. You could tag people in there. It's not going to show up as a tag on Instagram on the Content Studio, but once it's published, it will be a tag for the person that you've essentially tagged over there. Just make sure that you've got the handle right over there. All right, Keith, is there a way for me to delete the information that I've already loaded into my account? Yeah, if you need to like start off from the scratch, what you can do is you can like perhaps delete your workspace. But let me tell you that that's like a irreversible process. You can't recover the data once you delete your workspace, but it will essentially take care of deleting all what you need to get rid of. Will it be possible to queue up items from content category folder, IM folder, fill it with drafts? Great. Yeah, sure. But do you want to pop this straight into the evergreen campaign? You will have to like do that. There will be a bit of individual effort involved in that. If you need to do that, if you need to like put your drafts into evergreen recipe. For that, you'll have to like do it from the planner section, edit that post over there, and basically copy that information onto the evergreen post that you have over there. Blog section for that, Sean, we will have another session, of course, and we will discuss all the things, what we have present for you guys for the blogs. And we'll take care of that in the next section. I'm sorry, I won't be able to like discuss all those details for you in the session. So it returns 404 and uses up credits. Is there a way to gain credits back? Yeah, Kevin, yeah, the captions are basically refilled every month. So you will get your credits refilled every month. And essentially, if you need to like acquire more captions credits for yourself, you could just tap on that option that says increase limits, and you could get the add-ons for yourself. TikTok is basically under production, and it will be out soon. And the developers are working on that, and it will basically be out very soon. Yes, it does work only for English contents right now, the generate caption. We will be basically improving that in the future. For now, it's just limited to the English language. How do you remove a workspace? For that, you need to, Sam, just simply go on to your view all option. Let me go on to that. And I'll show you how that's done. So for that, you just need to click on the view all option over here. And if you do click on this option, remove, and it will prompt you with the warning. And these are the things that you need to basically take into consideration before you hit this option over here, because this action cannot be undone. It basically removes it permanently. Any other questions? What are the things that are coming in our roadmap? We've got Munib in here, and he's probably going to fill you on that, Sean. Munib, if you can let the guys know like what we've got coming up ahead. Gordon, we are going to send the recording out to the participant later on. Yes, we will do that. It is all recorded. It's going to be sent out. Shannon, I've got your direct messages, and I will basically get back to you and have a look at them myself and see what's going on over there. And we will be able to resolve them hopefully very soon for you. No, not to worry about anything. So I think, let me see if we've got anything. Right. Nick, we do have like the special offer still going on, and that's like the most cost-effective plan that we've got. That's just for like $99 for a year. So you could maybe like have a look into that, and because it is essentially the whole deal. You will have all the features unlocked in that, and it will just have like fewer limits, of course, because it's like a cheaper, cost-effective plan for $99 a year. Yes, we will be having more webinar sessions with, and of course, automation is going to be one of the things that we will discuss. Newton, for now, we're just going to be like wrapping it up. The thing is that the purpose of this webinar was to basically take care of all the scheduling options and what we've got there in the composer. Although we do have a lot of other things in there, but we will be discussing them maybe in the rest of our webinars to come. So, right, Sean, definitely I've got your information. So, yep, definitely we will get in touch with you. So that's pretty much it from my side. Manu, if you wish to like add something else, you can go ahead. Let me see.
No, I think you covered pretty much everything. You're welcome. You're welcome, guys. Yes, we will be having more webinars in the future to answer all of your questions and clear everything.
That's pretty much it from our side, guys. Thank you so much for joining in. And Luke, I love your hat. All right. So see you soon, guys.
Yeah. Love the Pikachu hat. It was really nice having you guys.
Bye-bye.
We'll be seeing you guys again soon. And we did record, so we will be sending out replays, and we might be posting this on YouTube as well. But you guys can definitely check it out there. It was nice having you. See you guys again. Bye.